square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Knights offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Arizona State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Finds his big tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be... And here comes the punt team. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll give it to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give from the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're working that left side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Sun Devils looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The quick out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Woodhead. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Steps away to find some room. Finds his man. It's Grove. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to tack one more on their score. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Harris. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McGooligan. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Grabbed behind the line, it's McGooligan. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Wide open downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
UCF 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse